This is the AC-02 Windblade. This is a copy of the Flame Toys model kit, which I'm sure many of you are already familiar with. There's already several great videos on that. Today we're going to be taking a look at the AC-02 and comparing it to the model kit. But unfortunately, I don't have the model kit, so instead, ZEROGOkin will be here for that part.
Hello and hey, I'm ZEROGOkin, and I'm a proud owner of this kit. I am also a proud owner of a jar, of which I have placed said kit.
I like the way you think. Also, this is for a future review. You're not supposed to see that yet. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on it though. She's a very stylized version of Windblade with a lot of similarities and differences to the model kit. And the figure has a sleek and elegant design to it that really brings out a lot of its features, but not as much as the alien attack optional girl, which you guys seem to love for some reason, or the CDL cat. I really do own way too many of these types of figures, but regardless, my parents won't be seeing this one and thinking, what the fuck is wrong with my son? Anyways, now for the model kit.
Released last year by Flame Toys, the Furai model Windblade is a model kit with a very unique design, based on some very intriguing fan art by Bon from almost a decade ago. The resulting kit was very interesting in both of the applicable ways, with some uncharacteristically good range for the medium, despite a few questionable design choices, fragility issues, and a very in-character price. This, however, is a flagrant recast replication, reconstitution, with some heinous design choices, and probably some other faults that I do not know about, which will be brought up by the Z-Man after he pries it out of its cardboard prison.
Well, the thing is, the figure actually comes in this really weird carrying case.
You could say this is a worst case scenario.
Well, it's actually not that bad of a case. So the AC-02, just like the model kit, is based off the IDW Comics Windblade.
You better not forget to call me mommy.
This is a non-transforming figure that is essentially an action figure version of the model kit. There is some minor assembly required, but overall, basically it's for lazy people like me who don't want to build a model kit.
What a lazy bastard. I didn't build mine either.
So the head sculpt is pretty good looking, and right away you'll notice that it takes some heavy traditional Japanese inspiration. Her face has a kabuki-like appearance. Speaking of kabuki, have you ever heard of the movie Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD? Where a New York cop becomes a kabuki-themed superhero. It's very weird. This was actually partially produced by Namco.
Okay, I'm wearing a dress.
They asked for this to be made.
I'm Kabuki Man.
Remember that Namco game where you play as a monkey with the goal of stripping women square by square?
Well, what does that have to do with anything?
It's about as on track as what you just said.
You do have a point. I love the metallic green eyes this figure has, and the rest of her face is very human looking. She does come with another headpiece that seems to be more G1 inspired, but this is absolutely terrifying, and the more I look at it, the more it scares me. It's very unsettling. She has this black section to resemble hair, and then I think the gold pieces around are done really well. The back of the head sculpt is also done really well, and over here you can see some designs. Some nice blue over here, along with once again those nice green eyes and the red paint made to resemble makeup. The figure's lips do look very kissable, and just like the original, her face is very anime-like. Now back to the horrendous G1 head. It's very scary. The black pieces here are also made to resemble hair. She has the same blue pieces, but it's in a different design. The shape of her eyes and the face markings are also very different. This one is definitely a lot more blocky, and I don't like this. I really do not like this. Now the head on the model kit is very different from the figure.
I don't know what it looks like in person, but based on what I've seen, I absolutely hate it. I don't really know what the intention was here, but either something went wrong, or someone has a vision of this that I find disagreeable, and rather shit. The original, while not perfect, was very cohesive and very charming, if not a bit lifeless, due to the clear eyes, which do sort of make up for it by being pretty cool.
The rest of the sculpt work on the figure is really good.
Yeah, so basically everything it didn't do is good.
That is true, yes. On top of that, the metallic paint job really does make this figure pop a lot more than the model kit, except for a certain area, which we'll get to later. There's a reason why this is not metallic. The collarbone area has some nice red paint to it. The shoulders seem to have a matte black finish. The rest of the arms are looking pretty good. You have some nice gold over here and there, and once again that really nice metallic red, and the nice little fins over here. The sculpt of the hands are really nice. Now, back to her boobs. This is a rubber chest piece, and I hate it. I mean, I get why the CDL cat has that too, which I have reviewed, but I still hate it because it falls off easily, and it's a different color from the rest of the figure. It feels unnecessary. Like, you can take it off. And I mean, there's nothing special to this. Now, apparently the model kit chest piece isn't compatible with this, so you can't replace them. This is unnecessary, and it looks bad. I'm not actually a horny person, guys. It's all a ruse for my channel.
Liar!
Now the abdomen area is really annoying. This piece keeps moving back. It is a little bit loose and it can be difficult to fiddle with it to get it to look right. And then this piece seems to be a bit off center and it's kind of hard to get it into place properly. But the rest of the abdomen doesn't look too bad. Like I said, this being off center really bothers me.
All this is done super nicely and the red paint is done really well.
And it only goes up to about right over here. The rest of the legs looking pretty good. This part is just a plain black with a decent sculpt to it. But this part of the legs is what really shines. Literally, it's metallic, so it is kind of shiny, especially these gold pieces. She has a hint of blue over there, and these parts of the legs look really good. Now, onto the back of the figure. She's pretty thick. She has her wings over here, some more of those fins. She is supposed to come with a blue plastic piece. Mine did not originally come with that, but the eBay seller was kind enough to give me a replacement piece. I just haven't put it on yet. Let me go do that. All right, here it is. Whoops. Yeah, this happens a lot, and we'll get to that later. It's very hard to do on camera, actually. Oh, the shoulder piece fell off. Great. Anyways, now onto the rest of the back of the figure. This entire section is done really well. The wings look great.
I do believe these blue pieces are movable. These blue pieces are movable.
And here's a closer look at this side of the wing. All this looks really nice, even though it is a copy of a model kit.
Now, as you can see, a major problem with this figure is that a lot of the pieces do fall off.
And it is incredibly annoying. It's very hard to get them to stay in place. On my copy, this arm is also very loose.
As soon as you try to put one piece back on, another piece just falls off.
And I feel like that's an immediate red flag for the... God damn, maybe you should just buy the fucking model kit. Kind of hard to get the pieces to fit in properly. You can see there's kind of a gap there, because if you do try it, other pieces are gonna fall off, and it's a big mess, and I want to put myself in God's reason. Anyways, the figure comes with some cool accessories. So she comes with like 4 swords. You get 2 smaller swords for her to hold, or if you're so inclined, she also comes with some bigger swords. As you can see, the shape of both of the blades are different. She comes with a scabbard. It's one black color, and it's fairly basic.
Both the big and small one fit in there. I guess size really doesn't matter, right guys? You get a bunch of replacement pieces that I'm not gonna go over.
In addition to the 2 open hands she already comes with, she does come with this semi-closed hand, and 2 hands for holding her swords. And both swords seem to fit in there pretty nicely.
Now the weirdest accessory she comes with is this stand.
You gotta hand it to them. At least it came with a stand. Not that I particularly care. You can just buy one that fits your taste. I do, however, like that it accommodates stands, which the original didn't.
Well, here's the thing about the stand. It sucks.
So the port for the stand is back over here. It's kind of hard to see, but we can just place this in there.
But because it's a hand, it's not stable. Also, the port for a figure art stand does not work on this figure. I wish it was something better.
Nice.
All the individual fingers do articulate though, which is cool, I guess. So you could make him do that. That's not even the right finger.
Now, articulation. Pieces are gonna fall off. The head can move up and down.
Side to side neck movement, forward and back neck movement.
You do get a full 360 rotation. This arm can move, bicep rotation, an elbow bend, but it's very stiff for some reason. You get a... Okay, that makes it easier.
You can move the arm out like this.
You get a joint over here, and the hands can move up and down, as well as rotate. These wing pieces can also move. Nice. This part of the figure can also go up and down, and these fins can move as well.
This section can be extended. It can move back and forth.
And like I said, it's very loose. Leg can move forward, back. It can move out to the side about right over there.
For a full split, you need to bring the leg out and then to the side.
You get a knee bend, which is pretty good. The feet can move back and forth. There doesn't seem to be a rotation.
There is a pivot.
And the toe can move. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. At this point, I don't really care. Both Windblade figures seem to have their ups and downs. This one seems to have a lot of downs. So which one should you get? I don't know. I don't care.
If you can fix all the loose joints on this figure, then I would say it's worth it.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's great. I'm gonna fuck off now.
Make sure to check out ZEROGOkin's channel for his Windblade review and his other reviews.
And a big thank you to all my patrons who support me on Patreon. I love you. Bye.